Good morning, everyone. This is Jojo Gonzalez, and I'm just finishing up my morning here, getting ready to go. And I'm in Psalm 54 today. When we've transitioned back into the Psalms of David, right? And Psalms, protecting him against his enemies, very common. This is another one of those prayer for defense against enemies. And this is when David was hiding out, right? And so he starts off really well. He says, "Hey, as a man, save me, O God, by your name. Not because of my name, not because of the things that I've done. I believe in Jesus Christ. Now, God, please save me. Make your name great," is what he's saying, by your name, not my name. So I'm asking you, when you go out and you go do stuff, you know, go out with the intention of making God's name great, not your name, not the things that necessarily that you want to do, but go out representing God, representing who he is, and things that he wants to say and do. And typically you're going to stay out of trouble, right? And then he says, "Vindicate me by your wondrous power." So the stuff that you do get into trouble, with, right? He's, David saying, "Hey man, I've got myself into trouble. Please vindicate me." Maybe something you said, something you've done, and we're the same way. Then he says something really good. He says, "Hear my prayer, O God." And he's just asking God, man, save me and hear me. Man, those things are really close to my heart. It's like, Lord, vindicate me, protect me, hear me, save me. Those things are, all good things to pray. He says, "Hear me, O God, listen to the words of my mouth, for strangers have risen against me and violent men seek my life." They have not set God before them. So very specific prayer. He's praying for this situation specifically. Then he says, "Behold, God is my helper and my ally." So he knows that, he's declaring that, is God your helper? Is God your ally? The next verse says, "The Lord is the sustainer of my soul." Is God sustaining you through these tough times? Or are you just looking to yourself? Is it something that you won't let go, right? Is God your helper? Is God your ally? Is he sustaining you? And only you know the answer to that question. You know where you're at with the Lord. You know those things that you've given to the Lord. Have you taken them back? Are you ready to surrender those things to God? I know I am. I try not to carry anything with me. I try to just put it down right there, not even pick it up. But when I do pick up things, I want to set them right there back in front of his feet and leave them there. Then he says, "He will pay back the evil to my enemies. In your faithfulness, destroy them. With a free will offering, I will sacrifice to you, and I will give thanks and praise your name, O Lord, for it is good." And then he says, "For he has rescued me from every trouble, and my eye has looked with satisfaction, triumph on my enemies." So that's kind of David wrapping it up. That's what matters to David right now. He's giving that offering, that sacrifice, that worship. You do the same thing. God has protected you through so much up to this point. Man, give God the glory, make his name great, sacrifice that time, worship to him, do what you need to do, and just realize that God has rescued you from every trouble. So really good psalm. I'm blessed by it. I hope you're blessed by it. I'm just gonna go about my day thinking about these things, just remembering, God's name, making God's name great, living for him, asking God to protect me, for the stuff that I get myself into. And Lord, please hear my prayers. So I want you to do the same thing. Think about these things, you go about your day. God bless.